We are talking all about running nutrition and recovery in today's video, and this can be a really tricky thing to get right, and I know because I've played around with it for years and years. Like a lot of things when it comes to running, it is super personal, so what works well for me might not work as well for you. So it really comes down to playing around with lots of different types of nutrition in your training until you find something that works best for you. But in today's video, we are taking a look at some products from sports nutrition specialists, TORQ Fitness. Welcome back folks, I'm Lloyd Purvis and this is Run4Adventure. So over the years I've actually used quite a lot of TORQ products, from their energy gels to their energy drinks. I actually had a lot of success using their energy gels for several years. I enjoyed the flavours, they weren't too gacky, weren't too thick, so nice and easy to digest. And they gave you a really good hit of calories. It wasn't until last year when I tested and reviewed the Maurten gels that I actually moved away from the brand, because I found that the Maurten product just worked even better for me. Especially in long races, it kept my energy levels very consistent and I didn't have any stomach issues. However, I have been keeping my eyes on TORQ, and when they contacted the channel and asked if we'd like to try some of their newer products to market, I thought it was perfect timing to try something different. And like I mentioned, with running nutrition being so personal, I thought you guys at home might find it interesting. There's been a few TORQ items that I've been hearing really good feedback about. One of them is their recovery drink mix. Now, I used to use a lot of this back in the day, especially when I was training for triathlon. 6 days of training a week, lots of double training days. So getting recovery in after a hard session was super important when you had to go again in the evening. I think it's a part of our training that gets forgotten about quite a lot, and if I'm honest, I've been very slack on this front over the last few years. So again, I thought it was perfect timing to get a recovery drink back into my training plan. We've also been testing out their hydration drink mix. This is a super important thing when it comes to running, especially in the warmer months, especially long distance, is hydration and getting those salts and nutrients back in the system. And again, something in the past that I have struggled with now and again, especially in the warmer months and on sort of long ultra distance races. I have been known to cramp up pretty bad, and I've actually captured it on camera a couple of times in videos, and believe it for me, it really is something you want to avoid. Severe cramping is not pleasant at all and it can really spoil your day. I like the fact that it comes in these sort of single serving sachets, and you've got all your salts and minerals in there. So sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and there's a bit of sugar in there for a bit of energy as well. And last but definitely not least, a TORQ product I've been hearing so many people raving about, and I've wanted to try it for quite a long time, and it is their Explore Organic Flapjack. So probably not the nutritional item for, say, a road half marathon, but a perfect piece of nutrition for those longer trail runs or ultra races where, you know, you might be craving something a bit more substantial when your stomach's had enough of sort of sugary, sweet liquid. Also perfect if you're spending long periods of time on a bike, whether it be training or racing. So we got a great selection of products sent to us to test, and I've been testing them all out over the last couple of months, whether it be on slightly longer runs or on the mountain bike. And I've even got a few of the lads that I ride with on a Wednesday to give them a go. So let's dive into the products in a bit more detail and find out all about how they performed. We'll start with the hydration drink mix first, and I got sent 3 flavors. So we got lemon, we got tangerine, and we got watermelon. I've got to say, all 3 have been very pleasant to drink, and I think that's mainly because the flavor's not too dominant. You know, it's not super sickly sweet, it's just like a subtle undertone. But I've got to say it, watermelon was probably my favorite. I'm a big fan of taking on watermelon in long ultra races, and this kind of reminded me of that. Big fan of the handy size of the sachets as well. So, you know, you can grab 5 or 6 of these, stuff them in your race vest nice and easy, or in your race belt, or you could even put them in your sort of back pocket on your cycle jersey, and they're not going to take up too much room. I found them really easy to mix as well. So literally tear along the dotted line there, 1 sachet to 500 ml of water, give it a nice big shake, and the powder mixes really easily, and I wasn't left with any sort of powdery residue around the bottle or in the water, which can happen when it comes to drink mixes. I love the fact that it's vegan friendly and it doesn't contain any artificial colorings, preservatives, sweetenings, and all the flavorings are natural, so it's ticking every box on that front. I think in today's world we'd kind of expect that from our sports nutrition, so it's really good to see a lot of that going on in the industry. The other thing I've really liked, and this is something that I always look for in my electrolyte products, and that is magnesium. In the past I've used some products that haven't had added magnesium, and I've really suffered with severe cramping in hot weather, so I always tend to try and use something that has magnesium in the ingredients. I've been really pleased with the performance, and I've used it on several longer runs, but I've also used it on a couple of 3 to 4 hour mountain bike efforts. I've had no issues with my stomach at all, and I've really enjoyed the subtle flavors. Obviously it is winter here at the moment in the UK, so it'd be really good to give it a more thorough testing in summer when the temperatures have risen a bit, maybe on a long training run, or even better under race conditions. We got sent the single serving option, but it also comes in a bigger bag that will give you 30 servings that will definitely work out a bit more cost effective. Up next is the recovery drink mix, and we got sent some nice flavors. So we have banana and mango, we've got strawberries and cream, we've got cookies and cream, and last but not least we also got chocolate mint. I'm really not sure about that one. I was never a fan of chocolate mint ice cream when I was a kid, so that one didn't work for me. But the other three were super tasty. We got sent the single serving sachets again, so it's literally 1 sachet to 200 ml of water, give it a good shake, and then you're ready to drink. They also come in a 500 gram tub and a 1.5 kilo bag. So again, that would work out as a much more cost effective option when it comes to long term with your recovery drink. As far as using the drink mix, it's been pretty straightforward if I'm honest. So we got sent one of TORQ's mixed bottles, 200 ml of water in there, pour the powder in, give it a nice vigorous shaking to mix it up. One word of advice, make sure the lid's on tight and you're holding that lid when you shake it. Yes, I did make that mistake the first time I mixed it and the drink went everywhere. It mixed pretty well. I must say, if I left the drink for any period of time, it did start to separate, but a good hard shake soon sorted that out. Very similar to the hydration drink mix. So we've got no artificial flavorings, colorings, preservatives, sweeteners. And like I said, the flavorings are all natural. So no bad stuff in there, only good stuff. We got the flavors that are vegetarian friendly, but TORQ also do a vegan friendly option. It's made using a high quality whey protein with multiple transportable carbohydrates, and you've also got glutamine in there for muscle immune protection. Whew. That was a bit of a tongue twister. There's also some great vitamins and minerals thrown in for good measure. But a good sort of recovery drink mix has really been missing from my training plan for a number of years now. And I think using the TORQ product has really highlighted that for me. Last up, but definitely not least, is for me the standout item of all the items that I've tested over the last couple of months, to the point where I've really had to force myself not to snack on them because they are so good. So it is TORQ's Explorer Organic Flapjacks. So not only are they organic, vegan friendly, no artificial flavorings, preservatives or colorings, but they are so brilliantly tasty. We got sent lots of tasty flavors, that's for sure. So we got black forest, we've got organic banana cake, carrot cake, apple strudel, and lots more. And I can definitely vouch for them all being very, very tasty to eat. One of my personal favorites, the Black Forest. It was like taking a trip down memory lane back to the 1980s when we were eating Black Forest Gatto, and got me thinking, maybe TORQ should do like a prawn cocktail flavoured sports gel. Or maybe not. But I'm also partial to a nice, tasty cherry Bakewell. All joking aside, it really has just been like taking on a treat, whether I've been training or racing. It's not like taking on some nutrition to give you energy. And I think that can only be a positive thing, you know. When we take on energy, when we take on those calories, it's supposed to lift us, it's supposed to give that energy to the system. And if you're using a product or a food substance that you don't really like and you're having to force it down, that is a negative experience. So it's been the complete opposite when it comes to the Flapjacks. When I've been using them on my longer mountain bike rides, I'm really looking forward to that point when I need to get some calories in so I can have the Flapjack. It's quite a big bar, so on my sort of training runs, I've been cutting them up into smaller sort of bite-sized chunks to take with me. Obviously, on the mountain bike rides, I've been taking the whole bar and scoffing the lot, and I actually took a good selection of flavours along to a Wednesday bike ride and got the lads to try them. Right, we are 15 miles into the ride. I am caked in mud, and we're going to stop for a bit of an interlude to get some energy on. And recently on the channel, I've been reviewing a load of TORQ Nutrition products. So we are going to do the TORQ Flapjack Challenge. So all the guys have got a flapjack. Andy, what flavour? Oh, Black Forest, nice.
Oh, Black Forest.
What you got there, John?
Yeah. Cherry Bakewell.
What was that?
Cherry Bakewell.
What are you rocking, Alex? Carrot cake. And Steve, what we got?
Orangutan banana cake.
Oh, nice, mate. Yeah. No, that's organic, mate. Organic. Yeah. No orangutans are harmed in this video. So they're going to all eat their bars, and then they're going to give them a score out of 10 at the end of it. And I'm going to have mine as well. I'm starving. So you can see that the Flapjacks went down pretty well with the boys out on that ride, and I'm definitely going to continue to use them on those longer rides or in longer training runs or longer races, just because they are so tasty. But there you have it. That is some of the products that we have been testing from TORQ Nutrition. But let's wrap this up with a quick conclusion. And I would say if you are new to the world of sports nutrition or you're struggling with your current brand, then I definitely recommend taking a closer look at TORQ. You know, they are a quality sports nutrition company using great ingredients to develop products that actually work and taste really good all at the same time. They're not the cheapest, but they're not the most expensive either. And I think you do have to pay for what you get when it comes to nutrition. And I can probably vouch for one thing, that you're never going to see them lining the shelves of Lidl or Tesco's. Hope you've enjoyed seeing some running nutrition back on the channel again. It is a really tricky subject to talk about here at Run4Adventure because, like I said, it is just so personal, and what works for me might not work for you. But I do get asked a lot here at Run4Adventure about the topic. So if you'd like to see some more reviews, maybe featuring different brands, different products, then get in the comments and let us know. Now that we've gone full time with the channel, we've got a lot more time to focus on the content we're producing. So we'd love to hear from you guys at home, our wonderful viewers. Is there a topic running related that we're not covering? Do you think we're missing anything? Would you like to see live streams? Would you like to listen to podcasts? Is there any items of kit you'd like to see us to test and review? Or is there any races you'd like to see us go and run? Well, let us know all about it in the comments below. Don't forget, if you've enjoyed the video, you know what to do, guys. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when we upload any new exciting content. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. It's always appreciated. And as always, stay safe and keep on running. We'd really love to hear from you guys at home, our wonderful viewers. Do you feel there's anything missing from the channel? Is there any topics that we're not covering? Would you like to see live streams, listen to podcasts? Is there any kit you'd like to see us to test and review? Or would you like to see it? Oh.